A picture. We got Pringles. Demi Lovato has Taco Bell pillows. Sliving. So this is like my cheat weenie. Cheater wiener. Spices up my life. Yeah. That is the wrong nut to cover cookies and creams in. Hi, hello, it's your boy Nate. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. We'll do quick book updates, but first, I just got back from grocery shopping. Do you want to see my super boring grocery haul? Okay, great. We'll start with this. This is a bag I'm carrying. Also, my daily driver, Monday through Friday, is this COS big black leather bag. It's just, you know, one of those, you know, what's essential? One of those like big bags that you just throw everything in. That's this. I have two of those. It's this and the Trader Joe's tote bag. I love these bags dearly. That and this. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's look. We got the cucumbas. Cause I saw a man in a car, 7 a.m., just munching on a full ass cucumba. That's the energy that I'm trying to walk into with spring and summer. And then I was running low on onion powder, so we got the onion powder. And then I saw this. It's because I'll get to it. But salad. I'm doing salads Monday through Friday, and I saw this Greek plain yogurt dressing. It don't look so plain though. There's like stuff in there. I'm guessing it's ranch. Is that what it's trying to tell me? It's ranch, I think. But yeah, before this it was like sesame dressing because I love a good sesame. Ah, damn it, I forgot to buy noodles. Okay, anyway, well, there's that. I'll let you know how that is. And I told you I've been on a spicy water grind. So I picked up this because I saw this. This is the grape, the green grape flavor. I've been doing the mango, which I love. And yeah, I just want to try this one, the green grape. So we got that. And I ran out of my snacks, so I got this. It's a cookies and cream covered peanuts. I don't know, should we do a taste test? A peanut. That is the wrong nut to cover cookies and creams in. But I don't know if you can see. Does this work? They're fine. They're fine. Well, I mean, you have like chocolate covered peanut M&Ms. I guess that's okay. I guess it's not that weird. Well, anyway, we got that. I'm probably gonna finish this in a whole day. Terrible. Okay, yes, and of course, trusty bagoo. Trusty bagoo. Cannot go without a bagoo. Yeah, so salad. I feel like you have to have something crunchy, and I'm not gonna put a goddamn apple in my salad, which, nothing against it. I'm all for that, but I just hate cutting up apples. I don't know, I just hate cutting up apples. So I need something crunchy, and I've been on, oh, what is it called? Anyway, my mom had a bunch of these like salad toppings, but she doesn't eat any salads. So I'm just like, why is this all here? So I brought them all to Korea with me, like 8 bags of them. And I've just been running through them like crazy. There's one with like crispy fried wontons, and I've just been obsessed with that. Anyway, I ran out. I finished all 8 bags. So I thought, okay, why not put, these are like fried seaweed crisps. you know, because it's got the sodium, it's got the crisp. Essentially, potato chips. I just want potato chips in my salad. But, you know, without all of the fat and grease and super sodium in it. So I thought this was like the next best option. Although they had these like Szechuan peppercorn nuts that would have been really nice to add in a salad. And I was like, maybe next time. But for now, it's this. And of course, we got our boxed salad. We love a boxed salad. This I run through in a week for dinner. And this is it. That's my dinner. Along with the salad are frozen chicken breasts. Exciting stuff. And I got some weenies just because, I don't know. There's just the one day in the week where I can't have a chicken breast because I'm sick of them Monday through Friday. So this is like my cheat weenie. Cheater wiener. And I've got 5 of them. And of course, I'm an awful person, you know, terrible eating habits with this salad with seaweed crisps and chicken breast. I cheat. I have to have some kind of other fried thing because I'm disgusting. And so I decided on waffle fries that I toss in the air fryer. So this is it. This is what I eat. Yes, I know. I'm a disgusting human being. This is me. This is real me. You know? It may look like I eat fancy and all, but this is it. I'm a piece of trash. Okay. Quick book update. I had to wait 20 minutes for the bus today. And thank goodness I was halfway through the early stories of Truman Capote and I finished while waiting for the bus. Also, this was such a treat because the font is so big and the spaces are great and all the stories are at like 4 or 5 pages because they feel very much like magazine stories. A filler short story that the New Yorker has on deck just in case they're like, we need to fill more pages for a magazine kind of thing. And yeah, what a delight. I feel like these stories are very much for anyone interested in Truman Capote and craft. So if you've read any late Truman Capote and are very curious about the craft of sentences, looking at these stories is very much a practice in how to create delicious sentences. And yeah, what a joy. They explore the outsider wanting to escape, wanting to defeat loneliness, find companionship in things. And there's so much yearning, and it's really interesting to see all these things explored in early Truman Capote, Capote as baby. He wrote these stories very early in his 20s and late in his 20s. And you can see the progression. I think they're all chronologically set up in this collection. So like his earliest work to his latest work. Because in the last 2 stories, you really see the refinement in how he creates empathy for his characters. But yeah, we explore the Grim Reaper, 2 women talking about how to kill a man, him trying to write Black characters and finding empathy in them and failing. It's quite atrocious, but charming in a way. And yeah, just a lot of fun. They're sleeper stories. They're great. They're just bite-sized treats. A little quickie in between any of your big reads. I'd say a perfect beach read, a perfect coffee table book, you know, leave it on the coffee table for your guest while you're fixing something up in the kitchen, your cocktail weenies, and they have a few moments to spare and read a short story that's like 3 or 4 pages. It's great. It's great for that. quite a delight. The foreword is written by Hilton, who does this really incredible take on how young Capote is trying to create empathy, and so writes about the outsider and how the Black body as an outsider, and Capote had an affinity to write about Black characters and form friendships and kinships within fiction in his work. In the afterword, written by David Ebersoff by Random House, does a great job sort of tying the fine knots of how Capote was also just trying to get out of the closet. Because I feel like for queer writers, for Capote's time, used deflection, this idea of not writing about the self in the self, but like displacing it in other bodies. So Capote, as a queer person, wrote within the Black body because he didn't want to write about his own queerism. He says here, Capote, at the earliest stages of his writing life, inspired more by the marginalized and the vulnerable than the powerful and the accomplished. One explanation for this, of course, is Capote's queerness, which marginalized him within the worlds he inhabited and made him vulnerable to scorn and abandonment, or worse. Like many gay writers before and after him, Capote used deflection to probe his own heart. Even so, most young writers begin by depicting on the page some version of themselves. In many of these stories, we find young Capote looking to others rather than the mirror, as if he already understood empathy would become central to his art. And yeah, it's just really fun to examine how, you know, at the very ripe age of 11, he would come home after school and spend 3 to 4 hours writing stories and crafting sentences. And you really see him honing in on polishing and repolishing and how to create empathy in art. And you can see the embers of that, if you will, in these really, really cute, très mignon stories. Yeah, they're darling. They're darling. And I mean, how can you not with this cover? It's a delectable read. As Capote once said in an exchange of letters, "Too brief a treat, but a treat nonetheless." And these are what these are, brief treats. The early stories of Truman Capote. Yeah, a delight. And now I'm sort of in the last few days of March. So I'm doing the Paris Hilton memoir. What is it called? Because I'm just calling it the Paris Hilton memoir, but it actually has a title. So I'm gonna look it up. Okay, it's called Paris, the Memoir by Paris Hilton. And so far, it's a jam. It's a true bop. I'm loving it. Right now, she's talking a lot about her early party life and what it meant to be a party girl. And yeah, oh, I just highlighted this line. Some friendships just have their seasons, and that's okay. Ooh, here's one. Know your worth, girls. You're not lucky to be at the party. The party is lucky to have you. Ooh. And the foreword is so great. It's so precious. Paris Hilton boldly comes out talking about her ADHD and how it isn't a bad or a good thing, but it's just a part of her life. And realizing that it's a part of her life makes her understand that it's something that you partner with. It's something that carries you through life, and it's not to be looked down on. And yet Paris lived in a time where ADHD was like super heavily medicated and went to like special schools and saw special doctors and stuff like that. And yeah, what a, so good. So good. I'm enjoying it a lot. And just some of the stories and anecdotes are just really, really fun. And while I'm reading it, there's a bunch of like name drops of songs: Chemical Brothers, Star Guitar, Depeche Mode, Free Love, DJ Disciple, Caught Up. I'm creating a playlist on Spotify of all the songs she mentions, and yeah, will be available to the public. But I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I'm reading it alongside with Kieran from Kieran Reader. So hi Kieran, I'm enjoying it a lot. And yeah, it's been fun. I did a poll on Instagram, if any of you remember, because this will be released a few months after whenever I did that poll, of Hong Kong or Paris Hilton. It was like choose your fighter. Anyway, I pre-chose. I'll read both. I mean, I don't know. Depends on how I get to it. But that I should read that Hong Kong book because I think the pub date is April 18th. So I need to hustle my hoofies. But yeah, I'm going to the city this weekend. So I just wanna go around light because it is getting warmer throughout the day. So I just don't want to carry so much, if you will. So I'm doing the Kindle because this is great. I love this so much. I've been enjoying this like balance of Kindle reads and physical reads. It's been good for me. I think it like spices up my life. Yeah. But if you've been thinking about getting a Kindle, this is your sign to pick it up. It's great. Like, that's it. That's the Kindle. And I've never had to worry about battery power. That's like the least thing you should worry about. Like right now it's at 90%. I don't think I've ever really thought about like it running out of power because it's like that, what do you call it? Digital ink, and it's great. And I'm a firm believer in Libby, in supporting your local libraries. Even by using Libby, you support your local libraries, so it's great. Use your free resources. Yeah, that's it for today on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Exciting stuff, right? I'll do a quick book update. Well, okay, well, it's Friday. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. An update, we are reading Paris, the memoir by your girl, Paris Hilton, Sliving. I'm about halfway through, loving it a lot. Like, what she went through, y'all. 2006, okay, she has a quote, and I'm gonna bring it up from this journalist. Joy Saha wrote, in 2006, society had yet to grasp the concept of empathy, allowing for a broken system that thrived of incessant exploitation. I think of Britney Spears, shaved head, leave Britney alone, all of these girls that we failed as a society, and it just makes me so incredibly sad. And I think I talked about this before in Chuck Klosterman's The 90s, but media, tabloids, how we just like ripped these teen Disney stars, these just little girls practically, and destroyed them, ripped them apart, and like enjoyed watching them crumble. And I'm so upset that I was conditioned that way, that I was conditioned to believe that Paris Hilton was this bimbo who was dumb enough to get her sex tape leaked, which then became a huge profit, not even for her, but for all of these other things. And she got not a cent from it without her consent, that video. And it's insane to me. It's insane to me that I grew up in that world, that I allowed that to happen, that my conscience wasn't even developed enough to even understand or comprehend empathy in the slightest form. And it upsets me. It makes me so angry, especially with her moments with CEDU, which is sort of like a military boot camp school that basically abused teens, quote unquote troubled teens, and even became like a weird gay conversion therapy place. And they made these kids do like ritualistic wacko shit that just led them to kill themselves or just like died because of like malnutrition and exhaustion. They would have to carry an 80-pound backpack and hike and like pass stones and do Native American rituals and just like weird shit. And Paris talks about her experience escaping, and it's just insane what she went through at the mere age of like 17 to 18. I'm so glad that she's voicing it in this book, and she does like major advocacy work, talking about these experiences and helping other troubled teens who have gone through this, who are going through it. And yeah, it's really good. I think I've been reading a lot of like nonfiction recently, and I don't know, is 2023 the year of nonfiction? I don't know, but I'm enjoying this memoir. Demi Lovato loves Taco Bell. She has like cushions with like Taco Bell. What does she say? Demi Lovato has Taco Bell pillows. Incredible. Like, do they love the Crunchwrap Supreme? That's my question. It's both funny, horrific, stressful even. I've learned that Paris Hilton is really good at hopping fences, going through bathroom windows. Incredible. And yeah, she's an icon. She is truly an icon. So hot. We failed women in the early 2000s. I don't know what the fuck that was, given that we had like Angela Davis in like, what, the 80s, 70s? I was like, what the fuck? Like, if the early 2000s was bad for women, what were the 70s and 80s like? I am at, like, I can't even fathom. I can't fathom. But if anyone is from that era, the 70s and 80s, and are watching me, let me know. Even in the early 2000s, like, oh, God. Insane to me. Insane. But we got mail from my brother. It's Aries season. We're both Aries, and I didn't even realize this until like quite recently. I think like last year or the year before, but I was like, oh shit, you're an Aries. Anyway, he gifted me an Aries care package, so we have that. I know, I just opened a box. My carbon footprint is huge. Like, I have to recycle and compost for like 10 lifetimes after me or something. It's absolutely horrible. We're still drinking our spicy water. I'm enjoying this green grape one. I think this is the one I'll be drinking for spring or summer. This is such a great summer spicy water. Okay, box time. Oh, okay. But yes, also wanted to mention, my brother's the best. If you want to support him, he makes anime titty stickers. If you're a weeb, I definitely recommend going to his shop. He's got a Depop. I'll link it downstairs. Yeah, he has Genshin Impact stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I think he said he's putting out some New Jeans stuff, so if you like New Jeans. But yeah, cool stuff. He makes them all himself. He's great. But yeah, if you're on Depop, he's on there. And he makes cool shit, so you should check it out. Okay, box time, shall we? What do we got? What do we got? This is insane. Okay, I just picked up this box and now I have to set it back down, so. We got Pringles! God, this is insane. Okay, we got the ranch Pringles. I've never heard of these. These must be new. And then we got the salt and vinegar Pringles. Is this the thumbnail? You like that? What shall we try first? Okay, we're gonna get rid of this first. Well, not get rid of it. I mean, it is a habit of me that when chips are delivered to me, I will eat the whole bag in one sitting, and that'll be a pre-dinner, which is gross, because I feel so bad that I ate chips that I feel like I have to like eat a second dinner, which is a salad. But then I feel so malnourished if I just eat leafy greens, so I pack it with like a shit ton of protein. Anyway, as you can see, I have like terrible eating habits. I'm trying to be good, but we're doing a quick taste test. That's all this is. Look, that's like half the calories of a single chip. How many calories are in a chip? 14 crisps. They used crisps. Are these from Canada? Okay, 14 crisps is a serving size, and it's 150 calories. So okay. Well, now I'll just round it up to 15. 15 crisps is 150 calories, so that means each chip is 10 calories. And this one's broken, so it's probably about like 6. That looks like about 6, right? 6 calories. 7 maybe? 6.5. This is one of those chips that grow on you. That it's like, I didn't get much flavor in the first chip, so you eat a second one and you realize what it's doing is that like all the sodium is adding up until you get to that taste palette that it's trying to achieve. But you definitely get light salt and then very, very light vinegar. And I'm pretty sure if I get to the second chip, it'll be more vinegary. But we only wanted the 6 calories, right? Okay, because we're gonna do another chip. Okay, this is the ranch. Let's do it. Ranch. Okay, and yeah, that's 4. That's 4, isn't it? That's very ranchy. I like that. It's like the kind of ranch that you dip your chicken tenders in with like a nice potato. So it's almost like potato salad-y, kind of. Okay, that was great. Great. And we got book mail. Book mail. And my brother wrapped these. He shouldn't have, but that is so sweet. Thanks, Justin. You're the best. Aries to another Aries. Okay, but these are from a very special person, Matthew Sharapa. Major love, major love. Thanks, Matt. I'm thankful for you. This is truly, truly wonderful. And I'm going to unwrap them. You ready? You're ready. Eek! Okay, here we go. We're doing this. What is this? They're all wrapped. I don't know what any of these are. And I told him to surprise me as well. So, yes. It's just gonna be a little surprise party here. Oh, no, I should have saved this best for last. Haruki Murakami, Novelist as a Vocation. I've been wanting to pick this up, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I've been meaning to pick it up. And here it is. It exists in my hands. I like Murakami's nonfiction, to be honest. What we talk about when we talk about running is really good. Talks about his like writing practice, but also just like his work ethic and life in general. And the man's insane. The man like wakes up at like 4 a.m. to write, and then he runs. And it's just like, what? In what lifetime am I going to achieve that at all if I want to be a serious writer? Never. But yes, this one, I think, what does this focus on? Shares his thoughts on the roles of the novel in our society, his own origins as a writer, and his musings on the sparks of creativity that inspire other writers, artists, and musicians. Fun. Oh, there's that one where he talks to, like, some musician. I want to read that too, because, you know, I've always enjoyed the music that Murakami talks about throughout his books, so I find that nice. But this also sounds like he has a lot of other references that he'll dive into. Ooh, I see Beach Boys, Surfing USA, Please Please Me. Beatles too, I see it, I see it. I don't want to spoil this, but sounds wonderful. I love books on writing. They just feel like tiny little master classes that, you know, never got the chance to take. Like one of those 400, 500 classes, late undergrad or like graduate school. So yeah, excited to do this. Haruki Murakami, Novelist as a Vocation. I love this cover, it's so great. So cool. Okay, there's that. Ooh, this one's quite floppy. What are you? Hello. Wrapping paper ASMR. That's upside down. Games and Rituals, Katherine Heiny. It's a proof. It's a proof. Also, I love this cover. It's so cute. It's so pink and cute. Ew, 2 toothbrushes, sad bastard. The games and rituals performed by Katherine Heiny characters range from mischievous to tender. Bridesmaids Revisited, Marley suffering from a laundry and life crisis wears a massive bridesmaid dress to work. In Twist and Shout, Erica's elderly father mistakes his $4,000 hearing aid for a cashew and eats it. You're more like North and South Korea. Would South Korea help North Korea move, though? Okay, it's a collection of short stories. Interesting. Love, love, love. Ooh, okay. Very excited. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Katherine Heiny, Games and Rituals. Okay, up next, it's hardback. What are you? What are you? Ooh, The Disappeared Stories. Ooh, more short stories. Is it the year of the short story? Is it the year of nonfiction and short stories for me? What is going on? Not gonna lie, that's a handsome man. Okay, I'm sorry, what is this book about? Okay, collection of stories that trace the threads of loss and displacement running through all our lives. A husband and a wife hear a mysterious bump in the night. A father mourns the closeness he has lost with a son. A friendship with a married couple turns into a dangerous codependency. Ooh, I'm getting like familial relationships. We got husband, wife, father, son, friendship with married couple. Yeah, it's all like familial units and how are they interacting with each other. Ooh, San Antonio to Austin. It's such a nice cover too. I love that. We're in a pool of water. And I can't tell if it's a painting or a photograph, but I think it's a photograph. Very nice. The Disappeared by Andrew Porter. Very, ooh, short stories. Fun stuff. Okay, great. It's paperback. Yes, this is what I wanted to look at. Yes, this is the one I had my eye on. Esmeralda, Santiago, Madres. Yes, they refer to themselves as Madres, a close-knit group of women who, with their daughters, have created a family based on friendship and blood ties. Their story begins in Puerto Rico in 1975, when 15-year-old Luz, the tallest girl in her dance academy and the only black one in a sea of petite, light-skinned, delicate swans, is seriously injured in a car accident. Ooh, love that. And also love this cover. So, so good. I love, like, the faces melding right there. And it's, like, hand-painted in earth tones. That's really, really beautiful. Out August 2023. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. This Games and Rituals comes out April 2023. Yes. Both proofs. Oh my god, my first proofs. Okay, but yes. So excited to read this. This sounds fab. I think I might start summer with this. Lovely. Okay. That's a hardback. I'm terrible at opening things. I'm very much that person that just like tears off the paper. So if anyone gifts me, I'm really just fine with like, you know, a brown paper baggie with like Easter stringy fake green grass stuffed inside. I mean, that's perfectly fine by me. If anyone wants to gift me anything. Although I don't really enjoy gifts, so please don't gift me anything. I'm very much someone who's like, if I got the money and I can get it myself, I'm gonna get it for myself, very much. Yeah. But we got a book here. What is this? Ooh, yes. Matthew is a major poem person, and I actually like looking out at his videos for poetry, and I think this was, yeah, he did do a video on it, but he'd recently gone to Seattle at my favorite bookstore, Elliott Bay. It's a cutie. I love the cafe in the back. I forget what it's called. I think it's Oddfellows or something. someone correct me. But, I wish I lived in Seattle, and if I did, I'd be there all the time. But yes, he did a major poetry haul from Seattle, and I have some of those titles in my TBR and want to get my hands on them. But yes, so, poetry, Quiet Poems by Victoria Adukwei Bulley. Black British poet making her thrilling American debut explores the importance of quiet in producing forms of community, resistance, and love. I love all those things. I did actually want to read more poetry this year, so this is nice. This is lovely. Can I read the first poem for you? That's always the selling point, right? Declaration. If sickness begins in the gut, if I live in the belly of the beast, if here at the heart of empire, if careful in the house of the host, if quiet at the hearth of the host, if here at the home of empire, if I live in the belly of the beast, let me beget sickness in its gut. Ooh, that is so good. Did you hear that rhythm? I did not come in with that rhythm. This is all candid. Did you see that? Did you see what just happened? The rhythm just like built itself in me. Ooh, that's so gorgeous. I love that. And the declaration continues, and I will save that for later as a little treat to myself. Quiet Poems, Victoria Bulley. Excited. Ooh, this one's a thickie. And it's peeping out. Who is she? Ooh, on the savage side. Look at those lush lips, blue and red, by Tiffany McDaniel. Arcade and Daffodil are twins born 1 minute apart. With their fiery red hair and thirst for escape, they form an unbreakable bond nurtured by their grandmother's stories. Together they retreat to their imaginations and create a world where a patch of grass reveals an archaeologist's dig. The smoke from the local paper mill becomes dust rising from wild horses and galloping beneath the ground, and an abandoned 1950s convertible transforms into a time machine that can take them anywhere? Ooh, a time machine. I love that. Going back in time. Love that. Tiffany McDaniel, Ohio native. Drawing from Cherokee heritage, she's a poet, novelist, and visual artist. Well, that sounds fun. I'm excited for that. A picture. Oh, this is fun. This looks fun. Okay. Can't wait to... You know what this is? This is one of those books that I'm like, I'm gonna take a whole Sunday off. I'm gonna take a whole Sunday off and dedicate it to this book. And just like, you know, have my chill coffee tea day. Little light music in the background. Spend a whole afternoon with the book. That's what this is giving. And I can't wait. Love that. Did they say twins? That was twins, right? I read twins. Twins, sisterhood, time traveling. Love that. How can you not? There we go. You know what, siblingships? There is a lot of time traveling, isn't there? There's always that like, I wish I was a better brother. I wish I was a better sister. And I wish things were different. And do you remember that one time we did this? That one time we did that? Oh, you're misremembering that. Siblingship is in itself a time machine, is it not? Okay, last one. Ah! Okay. Again, thanks, Matt. You're the best. Love ya. What are you? Tanya Poems by Brenda Shaughnessy. Ooh, this cover. The poet weaves a tapestry of literary heritage and intimate reflection as she pays tribute to women artists and mentors, and circles the ongoing mysteries of friendship, love, art, and loss. We love all of those things. That's what art is. Tanya Poems. Shall we do the first? Shall we do the first? Oh, okay. It's a bit... Okay, we can do this. This one is called Seculum. She was Woman of the Year that year. She got a plaque. The next year, those who chose Woman of the Year each year, canceled the award for the foreseeable future. It was decided that she, the last Woman of the Year, would become the lifelong holder of the honor. They engraved a dash on her plaque after the date she received her reward. to indicate its ongoingness unto death. What did she do in all that time, with this one honor on her, as a representative of the larger demographic body of herself? She served until it finally became the sick joke it was always meant to be, this defining achievement. When she died, the plaque was amended. After the dash, they engraved the year of the death, which was the last year the last woman of the year was woman of the year. They, those who chose, had terms continually renewed among themselves, but woman of the year died with her and her alone. Since then, none of the years had a woman of it, though so many were worthy. Oh, that is delicious. That is so good. As a representative of the larger demographic body of herself. Lots to unpack there. Oh, okay. Well, gonna have to sit with that one for a bit. But, Matt, you beautiful soul, I love you. Thank you for these treats. And I can't wait to gobble them up. I love these. Thank you. You're too kind. Okay. And that's all, folks. Yes, I don't know if I'm gonna make that movie. I should, you know, I deserve a little break from it all, but also my airy self is just like, crunch through it. So I don't know. I'll make a decision. A decision will be made, and whatever I decide is a choice that I make, and I have to be content with that choice. Yeah, okay. Well, whatever I choose to do, and whatever you choose to do on your Friday night, or whenever you watch this, I hope you got a good one. I hope you got a good Friday night. Yeah. Ooh, updates. I don't know if I talked about this last video, but if I did, Jesus, I'm a broken record. But I finished watching Ozark, and yeah, there was something with like, what is it, season 4, is it? That they like released only half the episodes, and then I watched the half and I was like, give me more! And then I totally forgot about the last half because I couldn't for the life of me figure out when they were releasing it. And I finally finished it because I remembered that I had to finish it. So I finished it and it was good. It was good, you know, in that sort of, I don't know, it still keeps its like weird pacing. And I don't know, there's something like still gripping about it. The family drama is just great. They keep ending up in plot holes and dead ends and try and scurry themselves out. And it, yeah, just maintains its same pace, all the same bullshit, and all the performances are great. Who's that actress? I think she's fantastic. Laura Linney is so good, but all the attention has to go to Julia Garner as Ruth, because she is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, such a good performance. And her performance in this last season is great, great. She deserves every single award. Love, love, love. And so we finished that. So I moved on to a new TV show, and I decided to start Swarm by Donald Glover, about a young girl who is obsessed with Nyjah, this Beyonce-esque singer, and is so obsessed that any hater who talks shit about her, she kills. And all the deaths are quite messy. I'm only on episode 3. There have been many, many deaths, and I'm all for it. It's so unhinged. It's so wild. I don't know what direction it's going, but it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Because I also like Donald Glover. I think he does like such a good balance of his dark side and his humor. If anyone doesn't know, my favorite Gambino record is Because the Internet. I got a chance to catch the show in Oakland at the Fox Theater, and the whole setup was wonderful. The whole stage was like his living room, like a whole furnished living room, and him and his friends. And then there was like this layer over it, like this veil that was like technologically infused. So it like manipulated and changed what the living room looked like. And I sound absolutely insane. I don't know how quite else to describe it, but it was like a theater piece. It was beautiful and overlaid elements of the internet, its loneliness, its overwhelmingness, and yeah, still an incredible record, if you ask me. And yeah, those are the updates. I haven't watched a single film this week. That's why I think I should go see that film with my friend today. He said if I did come over, we were gonna watch Hi Mom, which, I forgot the premise of the film, but it's kind of wild. But it stars a Vietnam War veteran played by Robert De Niro, and it was one of his first films, but he moves into an apartment and peers through the other people's windows across the street, meets one of the women, and discovers black theater. And I heard it's pretty wild, and it's only like 80 minutes or so. So that's why I don't feel so bad if I go and watch the film, because it's like 80 minutes. I don't know. And I should probably make a decision fast, because I think he's about done making dinner. Anyway, that's the updates of this week. Howdy y'all. It is Wednesday, hump day. Shout out to my family for sending this box they shouldn't have. So sweet. I love my family. Aw, he didn't have to do that. That's so sweet. Oh, yes, this is what I was talking about. It's the Kitchen Fixins. A nice salad topper. This one is the crispy jalapenos. Very excited to top my salads with these. Fantastic. Someone asked me somewhere, how do you have so much energy in the morning? How are you dancing and like listening to house music? And it's just like, once the house music's on, I get to work. And I listen to house music when I work too. But also, I just do like a spoonful of this in the morning. It's the green and superfoods bloom for digestion, bloating, and immunity. I don't know, either it's like placebo or something, or there's spirulina in here. I think there is blue agave. Oh yes, there is spirulina. But yeah, it's just like a nice energy boost. You get your greens in the morning. And yeah, it's nice. You just mix it with water. It's delish. It's delish. It's not like one of those awful green juices. And oh yes, does anyone listen to DOS? I'm a big DOS fan, and I just loved this shirt, so I picked up this shirt. Shall we take a look? Oh yes, here's another Kitchen Fixins. This is the tortilla strips. This one's also fun. Let's put on the shirt. Okay, this is like okay. It's fine. It could be a little more cropped. Maybe I'll crop it. Isn't it cute? We got some book stuff too, and he didn't have to wrap them like this. So sweet. He did such a fun job. I love that. I think I'm most excited to talk about this one, which I think I know. Oh no, that's something else. Okay, book mail. Let's take a look, shall we? Fun and floppy, this one. Okay, wait. So I was gonna pick this up in New York, but in my head I was just like, nope, Nathan, don't buy too many books. You know what ended up happening? I bought a shit ton of books, but we got Nightwood by Djuna Barnes, and this has been on my TBR for a really long time. I think it's depressed woman moving, but let's see. It is the story of Robin Vogt and those she destroys, her husband, the Baron, their child Guido, and the two women, Nora and Jenny, who love her. The whole illumined by the fantastic monologues of the renegade doctor Matthew O'Connor, one of the strangest characters in all of fiction. T.S. Eliot has an introduction to it. I am really excited to read this, and also look at this gorgeous cover. It's fantastic. Nightwood, Djuna Barnes. Very excited to read this. And I also picked this up. What are you? So, I think New Directions is doing it, but a republication and a new translation of an old Lispector book is coming out called Apple in the Dark. The Apple in the Dark, Clarice Lispector. It's a chunky one. I don't even know what this one's about. Do you want to know? Do you want a synopsis? I honestly like going into things blind. so I'm just ruining this for myself. What are you about? What are you about? Okay, Martin is convinced that he has murdered his wife. In a delirium of guilt and grief, he wanders through a forest until he comes across an isolated farm run by Vittoria. And I'm just gonna stop there. There's a lot more other things, but that is really spooky. Convinced that he has murdered his wife. Delirium of guilt and grief. Sounds like crazed, manic. And I can already sense the metaphysics and all of that, and what is morality, what is amorality, and what is the actual death of a being. Because I think in all of Lispector's texts, or a majority of them, death is something that is so mysterious that it just happens to a person. But here, it seems that it's inflicted upon a person, which is really interesting. So, App in the Dark. I want to read this before the new translation comes out, and I believe that's in October. So yes, very, very excited to jump into this Apple in the Dark. Okay, next. What are you? Okay, this one, not quite sure how y'all feel about this, but Hollywood, Charles Bukowski. I had a thing when I was a dumb fuck teenager and just like loved Bukowski when I really shouldn't have. But yeah, I was young and dumb and I liked Bukowski. I read his poetry and then I was like, let me get a lick at his novels. So yeah, Ham on Rye, Post Office. There's another one there, Factorum. Yeah, Women. Yeah, I think there's a few more. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but oh, Pulp. There's one. That one's fun. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all of his novels. And this is the one I never got to, Hollywood. And being from LA, I was like, you know what? I don't know. I think it was part of me going back home, back in LA. And then someone had asked me a question about like the books that made impressions early on in my life. And it got me to thinking like stuff I read when I was like really young and dumb. And yeah, I read like Jean Genet, Georges Bataille, just like really rancid stuff, like not like Henry Miller, just like gross. Anais Nin, all of her erotica, just like, yeah, just nasty. I read the nasties. And, oh, there's another one. What is his name? That's really great. Denton Welch. That one, he's a fun one. Oh, what is it called? And Youth is Pleasure. Oh, that one is quite interesting. I will not spoil that one for you. The curious should seek it out, which I'm sad about because I had brought that to Europe with me and then I had left it at a hostel, I think, and I should have just kept that copy. But I think I was just like trying to travel light and I was already trying to move back to the US, so I didn't want to bring a bunch of shit with me. So I left it, but no, I want a copy of that back. But yeah, I just read really gross stuff. William S. Burroughs, Ginsberg, all the beatniks. Yeah, yeah, I was a bad kid. I thought I was so edgy. It was embarrassing. But yeah, I wanted to know what that was like again. I wanted a taste. So I decided to pick this up. I saw it and I just love these. I think it's Black Sparrow Press. Yes, Black Sparrow Press. They just had these, they were a good small press that did like cute publications. Just like the artwork was always great. I don't even know what this is about, but it's probably like any Bukowski book where it's about, you know, sad old drunk and fucking women. God. And this is why really we shouldn't read Bukowski. Because what am I going to get out of this? What am I going to get out of this except my, you know, a taste of what my younger self enjoyed? Why is this bio in Spanish? Okay, hold on. Fictionalizes his experiences of adapting his novel into the film Barfly. Narrated in first person, relates his experience of working with a director, finding financial backing, losing financial backing, writing the screenplay, and finally completing the film. Interesting. Okay. A fictionalized account of his life. Look at that dirty old man. Yeah. Hollywood, Charles Bukowski. Also, I'm gonna look so cute with this book in my hands, out in public. Just saying. Okay, last but not least. Oh God, I didn't realize how big this book was. Why is this book so big? Oh, that's not cute. Okay, well, whatever. What was I gonna say? Okay, yes. Everyone's having fun with the shards. I'm getting mad FOMO, but like, it is way too big. But then now looking at this, I realized, what the fuck am I saying? But I picked up Glamorama. Also because this cover is so stunning. Look at that, that is so fun. It's a bit damaged here, if you can see. I'm quite sad about it. But yeah, this one is thick. Oh boy. I underestimated this. Oh my God, it's nearly 500 pages. I was talking to someone about it and I really liked the way they described it, so I picked it up, Glamorama. I'll read the shards eventually, and I think but I don't think it's as chonky as this. I don't know. What the fuck am I saying? As you can tell, I just felt edgy. I felt my 16 edgy self creep back up in my life, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Didn't I just talk about this, about feeding the inner child? Well, this is me feeding him. And I'm feeding him this big book by Bret, Easton, and Ellis. And we all know how we feel about him. Quantum Leap Forward. Awesome reckoning of the American century at endgame. Did they really use awesome? A young man in what is recognizably fashion and celebrity-obsessed Manhattan is gradually, imperceptibly drawn into a shadowy looking glass of that society. There and in London and Paris, and then finds himself trapped on the other side in a much darker place where fame and terrorism and family and politics are inextricably linked and sometimes indistinguishable. Ooh, very fun. And that is so funny because I was talking to him about it and then he moved to New York. So that's cute. I love that. But now looking at it, this cover is so stunning because I think there's actual celebrities on this cover. I see Keanu Reeves, and that's Brad Pitt. That's Keanu Reeves. There in the middle, there he is. But yeah, that's fun. Glamorama, Bret Easton Ellis. Excited to get to it. That's the book haul. We got some sexy reads here. Can't wait. And I really need to stop buying books. I did major boo-boo, and I don't need to be buying so many books. Be well, do good work, keep in touch. I'm sorry. I just got a perm and it's just doing way too much right now, and I'm just like waiting until it finally like chills the fuck out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it only looks good from this angle, so I'm gonna speak from here.